TIFU by me, 37M, talking to a woman, 20F, in one of my classes. I'm knocking out a licensing program at a university and was in a class that is important for my program. A woman began writing me GroupMe messages. We have a class GroupMe to help with tests and such. Asking me for help, and that was totally cool. 'Cause I tutor regularly. Well, eventually she told me that she thought my picture was really handsome and that she actually just reached out to me because she thought I was attractive. I've been buried in class work for over a year and am single with no family. And was kinda excited about it. We began flirting and everything was really cool. I then asked her how old she was and she said, 20, and I said, oh. Wow. I'm way too old for you. And explained that I'm 37. She ends up telling me she likes older men. And since I'm kinda lonely at the moment, I jumped right in. This woman told me straight off the bat she was a sex addict and wanted me. Now, as a single dude, it's really tempting, and we ended up sexting and having a bunch of sleazy talk. And general good convo. For 2 weeks. Flash forward 2 weeks. She tells me she has a boyfriend who cheated and she wanted revenge. Furthermore, she says, I've been reading about single guys in their 30s, and begins to list out stereotypes. I didn't want to get married nor have kids in my 20s, but apparently that's a huge red flag I didn't even know about. I come from a broken home that was fairly poor, and I just thought I'd probably start a family once I was monetarily on point, and pushed it from my brain. She then talks about how older men look to have power over younger women. Suspiciously, that wasn't even in my brain. 'Cause we started talking before we even know each other's ages. Now she has ghosted. And that's cool and all, but we are in class together and I'm one of the most outspoken people in it. But it's made me feel awkward. I went from feeling confident in class to now feeling like a old guy with issues 'cause I don't have a wife and kids. And with this girl who I feel is now constantly judging me. Even though days ago we were close. Am I alone here? How do I pull this class off successfully? It's the last one needed for my license. TLDR. A woman in my class started hitting on me and we eventually started having sexy talk. And then she began having second thoughts based on stereotypes about 30+ single dudes and ghosted, and we are still in the same class for a couple more months and I'm feeling awkward. Who gives a fuck what she thinks? All that baggage is on her. She's 20. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Continue being that confident guy in class and excel because that's what you were doing. It sounds like it's an online class. So thank God you don't actually have to see her face. She's the pathetic immature one who wanted revenge and took it out on you. Just ignore the ghost. If she is judging, you can't do anything about it anyway, so I'd just let it go. And move along. Sure. Keep being yourself in class. The mindset differences are insane. I have to manage 19 and 20-year-olds, and as a 33-year-old I have no fucking clue why they think the way they do or act the way they act. They're like toddlers. Who gives a shit what she thinks of you? Or what she read online that another 20-year-old wrote online about older men without kids. Op. You avoided putting your dick in the crazy. Well done. Think about it this way. You're letting a kid barely out of high school bully you. A grown-ass man with life experience, knowledge and insight on who you are and what you want. To feel awkward and question yourself? She's a barely past childhood. Ignore her petty games. You shouldn't give two fucks what a 20-year-old thinks. Honestly. At 37. You shouldn't give two fucks what anyone thinks. I stopped caring. And when people know you don't care, they have no power over you. You got this, bro. Hopefully you got some action from it. But move on. She's a hoe. There's plenty more of her out there. She's clearly nothing special. Finish class. Get your license and forget about her. That fact that she is seeking revenge instead of dumping his ass shows who she really is. A psycho with no life experience. She sounds like she's got a boatload of her own issues and you're lucky enough to have dodged that bullet anyway, man. Who cares what she thinks? Focus on your class and finish up what you're doing. The right lady will show up eventually. There's nothing wrong with getting your shit together before focusing on having a family. Sounds like she generalized you because of what people said on the internet about people who aren't you. Then she got cold feet and dealt with it in a very immature way. Keep your chin up and your eyes on the prize. You got this, man. I know you feel awkward and all, but don't let that get to you. There's no reason for the way she is treating you, and maybe something is going on with her and she's just tripping. But don't let it interfere with your future. You got this. Just act like you never even met her. When you see her, just tell yourself everything is alright. No reason to feel judged when she's the one with the problems. Don't allow her to control you like that, man. Never carry others' issues. She doesn't deserve space in your brain. Judging folks on stereotypes when her development has another 5 years to go. She's only a year from being a teenager herself. To put it another way, when you were her age, would you care what a 3-year-old thought of you? Be pro. Get your credentials. Don't change your personality and reactions based on someone who did not treat you well and is prejudiced. Lol, congrats, man. That was a dumb mistake. You are old enough to know that. Don't let her do that to you. Just let it all go and move on. Act like she isn't there. You just need to keep your positive mindset that you had when you started and continued on your path. If it's your last class, who cares what happened with her? She's 20. She has no idea about the world. Guarantee she doesn't need this class as much as you. And who cares anyways? Just ignore her. Do your work. Get it done. If it really bothers you, all you can do is confront her face to face, since she constantly ghosts. I'd personally not even do that. But if it helps you to do that, do it. TLDR. Just focus on you. She's young and doesn't know anything yet. Finish what you started. Feeling awkward happens. It's not the end of the world. Push through. Sounds like a bullet dodge to me. Bruh, who cares what she thinks? Saying it's a red flag is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Hit your stride. You're in school to succeed. Make sure the last day you see her, you say so long and thanks for all the fish. You literally worked so hard just to let some Rondo 20Y with issues of her own make you feel insecure and affect the goals you have literally put as your #1 priority. And honestly, yeah, some of those things can be true for any gender. But that doesn't have to apply to you. She has a very toxic mentality. My boyfriend cheated, so I'm gonna cheat. I'm a self-proclaimed sex addict, but this guy who wants his life together before he starts a family and have his degrees finished as a walking red flag. She don't know you like that, and honestly probably started feeling guilty about what she was doing and wanted to be rude and take you down a peg and make you feel as bad as she does. Her issue with you isn't that she read some stereotypes about 30-year-olds and now she's disinterested. Her issue is that she was using you to make her boyfriend jealous because he cheated on her. This whole thing was a part of her revenge on him. Once she felt satisfied in fulfilling her goal, she had no use for you. The easiest way to cut ties with you is to put the blame on you and make you feel like you're wrong. This bitch has you dwelling on your whole life's decisions. Some people chase money. Some people chase passions. You like music? Are you happy teaching it? Not everyone follows the societal formula of graduate high school, go to college, secure high-paying job, get married, have kids. So stop comparing yourself to your friends or brother's friends. We are all on our own journey in life, and it's moving along at our pace. Don't let that 20-year-old get into your head. She's still so young and has so much more to experience in life. You know this. Do you remember yourself at 20? I do. I was a dumb kid. So yeah, my advice to you is to get some perspective. Stop worrying about what this 20-year-old said. She was using you to get a reaction from her boyfriend anyway. Stop comparing your life to those around you. It's your journey. Everyone's as different, and that's not a bad thing. Hopefully you learned not to try to get freaky with a woman half your age.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.